Hello students, myself Mrs. Brindra Rawat, your chemistry teacher, and today we are going to teach you about metals and non-metals. But in this metals and non-metals we will take two topics. First topic we will study about how do metals react with solutions of other metal salt, and second topic we will take about the reactivity series. Both the topics are connected to each other. Now first of all we are coming to this topic, that is how do metals react with solutions of other metal salt. Now to understand this whole line, in one line we can say it displacement reactions. Okay, displacement reactions means when metals react with the solution of other metal salts. Now to understand it, we are taking, this is a metal, A is a metal and B is the salt of some other metal. And what happens when metal A is reacting with the salt of metal B? What will happen? Metal B from this salt will come out and salt of metal A will be formed. To understand it, we can see these three reactions I have written here. In this reaction, metal A can be considered as Fe, and salt of metal B means copper sulfate is the salt of copper. So what is happening? Iron is combining with this sulfate, salt of metal A, and ferrous sulfate is formed, and this copper is separated out. Now same way in this reaction, this is aluminium. Aluminium when react with copper sulfate, aluminium combines with sulfate and forms aluminium sulfate, and this copper is separated. Similarly zinc when reacting with copper sulfate, zinc sulfate is formed and copper is given out. So these three reactions, if we take the reverse of these three reactions, do you think the reaction will happen? Means if I say that in place of copper sulfate, now I am doing this reaction in this way. See here, I am taking ferrous sulfate. Now you can see here I am taking iron sulfate, you can say. Okay, in place of copper sulfate I am taking here copper plus FeSO4. In this reaction I am taking aluminium sulfate and copper plus aluminium sulfate, and here I am taking copper plus zinc sulfate. I have just reversed the reaction, nothing I have done. Okay, but what we will see, that there will be no reaction at all. There will be no reaction. So why it's happening? That here the reaction is happening, but in this case reaction is not happening. Okay, to understand it, we will see this activity. What activity we have to do? We have to take two test tube. We are taking two test tube, and in test tube 1 we can say test tube A, and this we can say test tube B. So in test tube A we are taking copper sulfate solution and one iron nail which is tied with the help of a thread and inserted in the copper sulfate solution, and then this is the cork. In second test tube, here we are taking ferrous sulfate or iron sulfate solution, and we are taking copper wire. Here we have taken iron nail, here we are taking copper wire, and this copper wire we have connected with the thread and dipped in the solution. Now keep the solution undisturbed for few minutes. What we will see? We will see that in this case the iron nail is having some brownish coating on the surface, because earlier the nail was shining, okay, it was totally new iron nail and there was no coating, but as soon as we dipped it in the copper sulfate solution, this iron nail, this is an iron nail and it have a brownish coating on it. So why it is happening? Why it is happening? Because here you can see now, because this is copper sulfate that we have taken in the test tube and this is the iron nail. Because ferrous sulfate is formed and copper is given out, and this copper is depositing on the iron nail, and that is the reason that the nail is having brownish coating on it. Now few more reactions I have written here. You can see copper plus silver nitrate. Here copper nitrate and silver is given out. But if reverse we are taking, means if we are taking silver and reacting it with copper salt, here we are reacting copper with silver salt, the reaction is happening. But if you are taking silver and reacting it with copper salt, then there is no reaction. Similarly, if we are taking gold, Au means gold, and reacting it with copper sulfate, there will be no reaction. Similarly, if we are taking aluminium nitrate and reacting it with copper, there will be no reaction. Now why it is happening? Why we are saying that some reactions happens and some reaction doesn't happen? For that we are coming to the second part of this topic, that is reactivity series. What is this reactivity series? Actually this is nothing. Reactivity series is a sequence of metals, those which they are kept according to their reactivity. Mean the most active metals are kept on the top, and as we go down, the reactivity goes on decreasing. So here we can see. Now let me make it clear. This is from potassium to lead. You can see here, up to here. Here is hydrogen. In the middle of this series is hydrogen. So all are metals, and this is a non-metal. These all are metals and this is non-metal. So why this hydrogen has kept inside it? The reason is this hydrogen represents actually acid. We know that when metals react with acid, they give out in the form of hydrogen gases given out. So we can say that in this reactivity series, potassium is so reactive that it can easily react, displace any of these sodium or calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, anyone from the salt. Similarly, sodium cannot displace potassium, but it can displace any of these. Coming to calcium, calcium cannot displace these, but all these it can displace. Similarly, magnesium, similarly aluminium, zinc, means the metal which is coming to the upper can displace the metal which is below the series, but if the metal is upper in the series, then it cannot be displaced. So here we can see. So these metals are reactive metals. We can say these are reactive metals. So the reactivity is decreasing as we are going down. But as soon as we reach here, copper, mercury, silver and gold, these are also known as noble metals. Means the reaction now becomes very slow. So we see that silver and the gold, this is the least reactive we can say. So that is the reason displacement reaction is nothing, but this depends on the reactivity series. So in the activity we have taken, in the first case we have taken copper sulfate solution, and in another we have taken iron sulfate solution. So what was happening here in this case? In this case we can see this is iron and this is copper sulfate solution. So now see iron and copper. Coming to iron, this is iron and this is copper. So we see that iron is above the copper, okay, in the series. So it can easily displace copper salt. So this is the reason that iron is able to displace copper from copper sulfate solution, and iron sulfate, and this happened. Now coming to this second, here we have taken copper wire and dipped in iron sulfate solution. Now again come here, this is copper and this is iron. Now what is happening? We see that iron is above and copper is below in the series. So in this case, iron copper is not able to displace sulfate from iron. So no reaction happens in this case. So this is all about your reactivity series. Thank you.